Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to all. This is a new week, a fresh start, and we're able to do things differently. If there's anything you want to change, this would be a good time to do it because we're walking into a new month and this is a fresh week. So, good morning, everybody. I'm coming this morning. Miss Positivity has something to say in regards to this Roz and Rita saga. And Roz, I just want to say to you, you are a walking contradictory due to the fact that you stated on your live, your many lives, that you kept coming back and saying you wasn't going to go back and forth, but you sure did. I ain't going to answer back, but you kept coming back and forth anytime Rita did a live. You had something to say. You stated that, which I seen it coming anyway, that you didn't really want to be bothered with her no more because you were kind of slowly but surely trying to move yourself out of her presence. You weren't supporting her like you used to. You were shouting out everybody else's name, but you never would shout out your sister's name. But at the same time, when people would speak on it and say, oh, they just want to see y'all broke up, they want to see y'all fall out. That's my sister. I love my sister. That would never. It would never. You would still say that it would never happen. That would never happen. So you were being so fake and phony when in your head you weren't feeling her no more. You knew you wasn't feeling her. You had got all you can get out of her. You couldn't squeeze no more juice out of her. Wasn't nothing else to tell. Wasn't no more news to report on to get through her. You know, you let your supporters get in your head. You know, and I see that. They real messy. And if you don't see that, something wrong with you. You ain't so intelligent as you act. They are fake, and they are just as phony as you are. And what Rita has coming to her and what is going on with her, she deserves it. Because it's just, now that's her karma. When they talk about karma and what's going around, coming around and kicking you in your butt, that's exactly what's taking place with her right now. You know. But all those people that sat in that chat last night talking all that bull crap about that girl, talking about how they only followed her because of you and she wasn't no good from the start and I never liked it her. I mean, they dogged that girl out so bad. She has a reason to feel some kind of way because they acted like they loved her dirty draws when you and her was friends, when y'all was buddy. See, that's why I say about these YouTube streets, you can't trust a soul out here. Not one soul. Because all these subscribers, they hop, and I'm telling you, a lot of them faces, they ain't nothing but Trese rejects. They used to follow Trese, love Trese, support Trese, give her all their cash apps, but they talk about this woman like a dog now. Y'all all some phony, fake human beings. For real. Y'all really are. And y'all talk too much. Y'all talk too much mess. Y'all are the ones that are dragging these old dirty bones around the streets that's keeping up all this mess. And Roz, you're the ringleader. You are the ringleader. You know, and you, if you didn't want to be around Rita anymore, you and her could have had a conversation. You talk about her mouth and the profanity. I was talking about all the profanity. That's a conversation that if that was becoming an issue, you and her could have had a conversation about that behind, as you say, behind the scenes, you know. But you had just rolled with her like she was your best friend that you known your whole life with that Coco situation. Because he was on your head. Because he was all on your head. And you needed her then. You needed her because you needed some backup. You needed some backup. You needed somebody that could be able to help you ride out because you didn't know. But you hurried up and drew that red flag. You pulled it out real fast. Because, see, you be knowing who to play with and who not to play with. You see? But now, and it kills me because you are so contradictory because you had just said to them people the day before, do not say anything negative about Sharita in my chat because y'all was still pretty much friends and you didn't know where y'all stood. But in reality, didn't you just say y'all didn't stand nowhere because you was trying to get away from her? Ain't that what you said? I mean, still in all, she deserves her respect, so you're right. Don't say nothing bad about her. But you saying, I don't know where we stand. So meaning, you still love her, as you say. I still want our relationship. You know? Then, you coming at her with bringing these people up on the panel, wanting to help you slander her name. Make her feel even worse. That's what you're doing, see? Because you one of them old messy boots type women. But you finna be 50 years old. Then what does Trese have to do with any of this? All y'all bringing Trese up. She ain't no better than Trese. And you should have known she wasn't going to be no good because she come from over there with Trese. Okay, but she sure been rocking with y'all for a long, long time. So, I don't think y'all was worried about that then, right? So why bring this up now? Why and why even put Trese's name anywhere in the equation? Because she ain't got a doggone thing to do with none of this. Probably didn't even know none of this was going on and don't care. Don't care. Y'all just gotta always keep that woman's name in y'all mouth somewhere. Leave her alone. And you know that's not right. As a woman of age, you know that's not right. And for you to dare sit there and try to bring the community, start talking about the community as that has something to do with, I was so confused when I heard that. And talk about that's what's wrong with the kids when the one lady was up there. That's what's wrong with these kids, you know, like Trese mothering and the children and hold on, baby. I don't think Trese got now convict. Now convict have she birthed. You see what I'm saying? And don't put that type of talk over them kids' heads. You see what I'm saying? But I do believe you raised some convicts. I do believe a couple of your children got some charges over their heads. You see what I'm saying? So you shouldn't even talk about that. Her mothering ain't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on. And she ain't raised no convicts. You see what I'm saying? Courtney ain't got no charges. You see what I'm saying? And Courtney out here, y'all still, and you talk about Courtney, then say justice for Courtney. Let me tell you something. Courtney is not worried about y'all. He ain't studying y'all old women. He out there living his young life and not worried about you young women. Y'all really, old women, because he's a young man. And y'all really need to keep his name out y'all mouth. I really wish something could be done about this. But I'm waiting on the Lord, because I know he's going to handle this. See, he already striking his hand now. But I can't wait till the wrath come down on y'all, you know what. You know. But you brought her up and then brought her children up and her mothering skills and start trying to talk about the community like this got something to do with anything that's going on with you and Sharita, and it's as if she's raising convict children. Her mothering is raising. Let me tell you something. I was a convict. I ain't raised now convict child. I was a convict. And I didn't, and guess what? You wouldn't look at me today and be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to look at my life today and be able to tell. But I was that convict that sold drugs. I was that convict that used to boost. I was that street runner and walker. Yes, I was. I ain't never been no prostitute or nothing. But I was out there getting it how I lived because I had to. It was called survival. You see what I'm saying? But I bet you I'm sitting over here with a college grad, with a bachelor's working on a master's. You see what I'm saying? Working for the state. Mandatory reporter. You see what I'm saying? Working in the homes with the mothers and the parents and the children. Mandated reporter, forgive me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a little upset right now. Because the way you threw that out there, that touches my heart. Because I know what kind of children I've raised on my own when their father got murdered in 2008 out there in them streets. You see? So you don't go and question that woman's motherhood because of the life she had to live. You see? Because she could turn all of what you talking about around and all her kids be scholars like my daughter. My son, a sophomore, 2 more years on his way out. Going to technical school while he's going to school. Gonna come out with a trade and then still go on to college. You heard me? Did you hear me? My daughter, fiance, computer science. Moved out, beautiful condo. Just bought her a brand new car. You see what I'm saying? On her third car. But this is her first brand new car. Did this all on her own. Mama was right there to support her to make sure she was making the right decisions and doing everything right. Because I've been there, done that. You see, HBCU graduate with honors. With honors, dean's list. You see what I'm saying? Got fresh out of high school and went straight to college. Didn't take a break. So you ain't the only one that's a proud mom out here. So don't sit there and talk about that woman like her children ain't gonna be about nothing and talk about her parenting. Because guess what? What's wrong with her parenting? What's wrong with her parenting? Because if y'all would quit calling social service on her, she can maybe have her children with her and be raising her children on her own. But she makes sure that they're in safe conditions. I bet you that. I bet you she's still taking good care of them. I bet you that. You know, that hurt me to hear y'all. And she didn't have nothing to do with y'all situation. So you were so wrong for that. You was wrong, and you need to go talk to Jesus. about your choices of words. You see, you really do. You really, truly do. You know, but you are messy. You are a ugly spirited person. Y'all need to keep that woman's name out y'all mouth. And Rita, I'm sorry. You're getting what you deserve. You know, Roz is fake and phony. You fake and phony. Y'all connected. And this is what it comes down to. Because y'all both were seeking all the wrong things from each other. And y'all got it. The way you come in, they say the way you walk out. And that's exactly what's going on. I'm sorry. But Roz, you full of it. You letting your subscribers and your little side people that you talk to get in your ear. You know, because for real, now you saying she was doing all kind of little stuff to your page and blocking folks. Oh, okay. Well, why didn't you never tell her that? Why is that something that you and her never sat down and talked about? Well, you know, we having some problems. Why was that something that y'all had to have if y'all loved each other so much and y'all had such this sisterhood? It wasn't something that y'all could just sit down and talk about. You know? I'm waiting. You just was done with her. You did not need her anymore. You did use her. She used you for what she could get in the beginning. But I knew she was hurt. I don't know about you because you a cold-hearted, calculated woman. So I don't know how your feelings going right now. But I knew Rita was hurt. Because she thought y'all was more than that. She really did. And then now your subscribers ain't doing nothing but mashing her face in the mud with all these comments they saying about how they never really rock with her and roll with her, but they had all kind of orange horse and trains around her. Choo, choo, choo. They was choo, choo, chooing around. But now all of a sudden, they never was feeling her. They knew she wasn't no good. Her voice, her cussing, her this, her that, everything about her was wrong. Knew she wasn't no good. She come from over there with Trese. She didn't come from nowhere from Trese. Trese is her own woman, and she's her own woman. Trese didn't mold her or make her or meet her when she was a kid. She met her as a full-fledged grown woman. That woman is who she is and who she was. So why are y'all over there talking about Trese? Y'all eat and sleep Trese. So jealous and envious? But y'all say y'all ain't got nothing to be jealous and envious of. Y'all over there talking about y'all got this experiment going on or whatever y'all got going on a woman that could care less about any one of y'all. She trying to make her money, take care of her children, and live her life. But y'all will not allow her to do it in peace. Can y'all let that lady rest? Live her life in peace? Can you change up your topics? Because as long as you talk about Trese, I'm going to talk about you. Because you got something to talk about. You got something to talk about other than her. But you so scared if you change it up, you're going to be boring. You're going to be boring. You know? But you sad. You a sad individual. And Rita, I'm sorry. Pick your head up. Because you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. And stop trying to hop all around on these different people, panels and channels and all this whole stuff. Because that's not helping. Because they just as fake as Roz and the rest of them. Ain't none of that gonna do you no good. You just helping them out with their views because they gonna go back And all of them gonna get together and they gonna laugh and they gonna talk. And that's not helping you. Stay to yourself and continue to build your channel and your children's channel. And rise, get you some business. Get you some business. Because I don't care how you dress yourself up or how beautiful you say your home is or how your new car look. Girl, don't nobody care about that. I just got me a brand new truck this year too. Don't nobody care about that kind of stuff. That's materialistic things. Those are materialistic things that come and go. That's not what God, we don't store up earthly things. You see? Monumental things. We don't store that stuff up here on earth. Where is your eternal life going to be when you leave this earth? Where are you going? With the way that you are. With the way that you are. You know, but you are not right. Because you still was faking with this girl like y'all was all good and everything was cool. When you knew in your heart that you really no longer wanted any dealings with her. That's what gets me. Ain't nothing wrong with having a cool conversation and we can move on. But instead, it had to hit the YouTube street where nobody had known. You would have just been on your channel doing your thing. She would have been over there doing her thing. People would have noticed, like, dang, why Roz and Sharita? But they would have never known. Because y'all would have did it behind the scenes, talked on the phone, you know, like you say you told her. Then you was just looking for smoke. Everything the girl said. She wasn't saying nothing negative. But everything she said, you coming over here trying to be argumentative. You want to, like you just wanted to stir up some controversy. You wanted to stir up some drama. Because that's what you about. That's what you about. So I'm going to sit back and see if you're going to try to use her as your next case study. Because see, y'all did talk too much. But you made it clear, we only talked about you too. She don't know none of my business. I don't believe that. Y'all been rocking a little too long, baby. I don't believe that. You know? And for you to say, I lost a son, God bless and rest his soul. But I ain't cried or whatever you said. But you think I'ma cry to her? Everybody needs somebody sometimes to vent to. So that could have been possible. Why did it have to be that she ain't, but she's a person that you talk to constantly. You guys are sisters, as y'all said. So why couldn't you have been so upset that you dropped some tears as you was talking to her? So that didn't make no sense. Like, that wasn't possible. What would have been the problem with it if you did? If you did. You know? Come on now, Roz. And you contradict yourself too much for me. You really do. You say one thing and you do the other. Just be honest. They was getting in your ears. They was talking too much mess. You got to listening. You know, you knew for a long time now that Sharita had that bold and boisterous attitude. You got it too sometimes. Don't act like you Miss Calm and Miss Prim and proper all the time. No, you're not, honey. You just as ghetto as the next one. You ain't no different than us. You are no different than nobody. We just all know how, everybody knows how to tone it down when it's time to tone it down. We all know how to. But you know how to snap them fingers and roll that neck too. So quit acting like you better than somebody. Because you're not. You are not. You really and truly need to cut it out. And to you, reader, like I said, I can't feel sorry for you. I can't, because you snaked out Trese. And y'all had whatever y'all was going on when y'all had it going on, but you didn't have to go over there and hop on the ops team, the opposition, and dog this woman out like that. You didn't have to do it that way. See, you played your cards wrong. You could have, and then the slander hunt, try to get in trouble with the police and go hunting down people. You know, you did all of that, and that can't be taken back. You know, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. So you have to sit back and think about it. Man, I did it to myself. Can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Because Trese didn't deserve that. She didn't. She did look out for you and your family when you needed them, when you needed her. She did. She did a lot for you. So you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, because you put yourself in a trick bag. Roz is a cold-hearted, calculating user. If she can't get nothing from you, you ain't no good for her. And all this shouting out, and then damn, dog, excuse me, y'all got, because I mean, that was there, when I heard y'all got $8,000 sitting over there in the account, y'all showed over there rallying up a whole lot of money. Roz, boy, she Queen Sheba to y'all, ain't she? Excuse me. She's Queen Sheba to y'all. She got y'all locked in and loaded. And I mean, she laughing. She's sitting back with her feet kicked back, laughing at y'all women. And she needed to come do a lot of damage control in these past couple days to make sure to see who she still had and who had jumped ship, you know, and y'all proved to her. Y'all was still rocking with her. All y'all hypnotized by the evilness. All of y'all, because y'all just like her, some evil hens. Some evil hens. And it's so sad. It really is. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, Trese ain't got nothing to do with this. Please keep her name out y'all mouth when y'all talking about this situation. This is between Sharita and Roz. And Roz is fake and phony, and so is Sharita. So y'all should have already knew that this was going to take place one day. Y'all just didn't know the day. And a lot of y'all helped with it taking place. That girl ain't crazy. She seen what she was saying. She seen what she was saying. You know. But I ain't got too much more to say on the subject. Now they can just split and go their separate ways, and hopefully don't say much more. Because if you say much more, you're going to give me some commentary. Because I'm telling you, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Because I do not care for you, Roz. I never have. I never have. I'm sorry. You are a piece of work, baby. You just a piece of work. I'm not never here to try to dog nobody out and talk bad about them and call them no names. So the best thing I could say for you is you're a piece of work. You something else. But God he gonna handle you. You on borrowed time. Enjoy it. Make your coins. You know, make your coins. Save them up. Save them up. But you contradicted yourself a whole lot. If you didn't care for the girl, you should have been moved on about your business. You didn't have to drag no relationship out. For what? Y'all both two grown individuals. Because I spoke about this a long while ago. I seen it. Something ain't right over there. That grease, that fish grease gone bad. But it's okay. Y'all be all right. Happens to the best of us. You know, even when it's not even fake phony people. It's good-hearted people. So it happens to the best of us. But to my supporters, have a beautiful, blessed, and prosperous day. I'm sorry. I came a little strong this morning, but that convict stuff and her raising her children and that had nothing to do with nothing. That hurt my feelings so bad. That girl ain't got now convict, but I bet you Rod Show got a couple of them over there. You know, so you can do your best with your children. I mean, give them all they need, support them. I mean, be right there with them. Get them through school, and they can, you got them going straight, and they can turn right. So how dare you talk about that woman's mothering, her parenting, and put her kids, and we rebuke that right now in the name of Jesus. Put her kids in that category. Her children and her ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. That was so bogus. It was so bogus. And it hurt me because I was that convict. And I raised two beautiful children. Pulling one, my last one, pulling them on through. And he's doing wonderful. So, that struck a chord in me. It struck a chord in me. And I slept on it. But when I started talking about it, boy, it raised my blood pressure back up. So, y'all go out and y'all be peaceful. Have a wonderful day, a prosperous day, a blessed day in Jesus Christ. And as always, let no one steal your joy, nor your peace, because it is not theirs for the taking. It's yours. You hold on tight to it with all your might. Pop your collar and send them stepping. I love you all, and have a beautiful day. God bless. Talk to you later.